What is going on, Relocation Football League and College Series 7 fans? We are here tonight. We got us a game here in the American Athletic Conference between the Army and the Navy. Going down, Navy not unranked, and Army at number 21 overall in the country here as we are getting closer to conference games and bowl week and playoffs, man. So it's definitely in full swing here as we're approaching the Thanksgiving holiday. We appreciate you guys for coming through and hanging out with us, man. Let's go ahead and break this game down a bit here. We have two teams here who are compatible as such here. We're going to have the fullback here, Teza, I think it's Texa, 90 overall. We have Robinson here, an 84 overall defensive tackle, and then we have the halfback in Chapman, 83 overall. We also have Udo, 85 overall fullback, so two fullbacks with the highest overalls here for both of these teams. We have a center in Small, an 84 overall, and we have a halfback named Bo, an 81 overall. Let's go ahead and see how these two teams shape up as we have a 79 to an 80 overall team, maybe just 1 point lower than the Army here with an 80 overall. And then we have an 80 overall offense here for the Army, and then we have a 79 for the Navy, and then you got to see here 80 overall, all full swinging in the favor of Army here. Only one overall difference here, so we're going to see who is who and what is what here in the Army-Navy game, our first ever Army-Navy game here in the RFL College Series. Okay, guys, I'll see you down on the field.
You have a most important responsibility to recognize that your education is just beginning, to play the role that the country hopes and needs and expects from you. But the life of service is a constant test of your will to place the needs of your country above all else. When you watch your contemporaries indulging the urge for material gain, comfort, and personal advancement, your choice will seem hard. Never forget, however, that the battle for freedom takes many forms. Those who, through vigilance and firmness and devotion, are the great servants of this country. But you must be more than the servants of national policy. You must understand not only this country, but other countries. You must be a scientist and an engineer and a physicist. You must know something about strategy and tactics and logistics, but also economics and politics and diplomacy and history. Your posture and your performance will provide many people the only evidence they will ever see as to whether America is truly dedicated to the cause of justice and freedom.
You know, a lot of people say that I sacrificed a lot to come to West Point and that I didn't get to live out the normal college experience.
There's a lot of sacrifices you make.
Get up there!
To be here, it requires great discipline.
You know, we have to put our priorities in order.
It's going to be a lot of late nights and a lot of studying, a lot of summer breaks that you're going to miss.
Mentally, physically, morally, my everyday life as a civilian, it changed.
You know, we're going to be defending the Constitution and our democracy and our way of life, and we're going to be doing it together with the guys across from us on the field.
The Army-Navy game is unique just because of what each of these schools represent and what we came here to do.
It's bigger than just college football.
You know, to go out there and go against guys that have signed up to do the exact same thing that you've done.
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about playing.
The first thing you learn when you show up is to beat these guys.
That's what you sign up to do. Sign up to beat Army.
Everything we do is beat Navy. It's written on every brick, every stone.
Off the field, they're our brothers, but on the field, we want to compete.
We're all going to be on the same team one day, which makes this rivalry different than most.
In the years to come, some of you will go to the far reaches of space, and some will go to the bottom of the ocean. What you have chosen to do for your country, by devoting your life to the service of our country, is the greatest contribution that you could make.
Yeah, I don't think I've had any regrets.
No regrets at all.
I have no regrets in the choices I made.
No, not one.
In serving the American people, you represent the American people and the best of the ideals of this free society. This nation salutes you, and I thank you.
And we are live for the annual Army-Navy game, our first ever broadcast of this game here in the college series ever, man. So big salute to all the guys in the chat. We got to get hashtag league first as we are about to get underway here for this American Athletic Conference game. 4-7, the Navy midshipmen, 2-6, and 12th in the American Athletic Conference. And then the Army Black Knights, number 21 overall, 8-3 in the nation, 6-2, and first in the American Conference. It's your boy Mix, aka Rob Roby, and I'm just happy to be here. Big salute to all the guys representing the Army or the Navy or just representing the US of A here in the chat, man. We appreciate you guys for coming through. Let's go ahead and jump ahead and get this thing underway, side to side, simulation style. And it looks like we are going to have the Navy kicking this ball off to the Army. Big salute to Pecan and all the work he did in my DMs shortly ago here to make this game as special as possible. Let me get hashtag Pecan. Big salute to you, Pecan. I was told it's going to be a lot of running in this game, and I bet it is, so we got a lot of things to go through. Hopefully we can keep it spicy for you guys, so settle in right there, get you a snack, cold drink, and enjoy the show. Gonna try to break that to the outside, and they are gonna be all over the top of that. That play blown up. It's gonna be a 3rd and 8 now, and he will go to the gun. Looking to pass. Turns around, might run, and finally throws the ball away to avoid the sack. Hot on the trail of Joe Bowers, the QB, and they will have to punt this ball away. And that is going to go to the Navy as they'll get their first drive. A bit of a return as he brings that up to the 36-yard line. Listen to all you guys. Haven't seen you guys in a game in a while, man. We had a bit of a break here last week as we started building the RFL foul, and we are ending this week here with the Army-Navy game, and we will advance after this. And we will have the conference championships, conference games, I think, going down this week coming up, man. A lot of work behind the scenes for us here, but boy, we are going to bring it to you live and in effect here. As Navy has the ball, they're going to run the option there, and that'll be swallowed up there. No gain on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 9. We are going to see a lot of black backfield dancing between these two teams. Looking to pass under pressure, and they get to him. He's down, a 4th and 15. And the defense not playing around. And hey, look at the guys in the BDUs here, man. Really nice element of this game here, like what EA has done with this game here. And hopefully it just lives up to the hype here, man. These are nice uniforms as well. You see Army rocking that all black. And we got the all white here for the Navy with the gold helmets on the top here. Makes it a nice contrast, as Pecan said. For the 29-yard line. Or roll out. Just a good block and just throws that ball away. Joe Bowers has not completed the pass yet. Gonna hand it off. Cuts it inside and he tries to bounce it back. 3rd and 9 now. Looking to pass, under pressure, and they're going to get to him. So back-to-back, and nice defensive stands here for both Army and Navy, and this time Navy on the back of Bowers there. This is going to be Connor Lassane, and he just comes in clean there, and down goes Bowers on the play there. Navy 4-7, 2-6 in the AAC. They play out of Annapolis, Maryland. Used to hang out there a bit in my college days here. Last week, week 14, they played Temple. They lost 9-14. Coming off 2 losses in a row. In week 12, they lost to Tulane, 14-21. So trying to make something happen here in the annual game, and boy, do both of these teams definitely want to beat each other here, despite holding up the USA flag, the American flag, man. They definitely want to beat each other in this game here. You can kind of feel the intensity right now as defenses going at it here. Crowd getting a little bit louder here. 3rd and 5, looking to pass, under pressure. Lost one, and avoids the sack there, but a wobbler thrown out of bounds. Man, this is going to be a long game. I can just tell it right now. This looks all the guys in the chat holding us down here, man. Gonna need something to talk about. Here's Bowers. He's going to be in a gun to start this first down. Fakes it and throws. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Decided to pass it instead of hand it off there. Quick run inside. It's a good gain. First down. Army. 12-yard gain on the play. It'll be Darryl Phelps. Nice gain there. His first carry. Another run there, and that's going to be a different back there. That'll be Leon Kabunda, the halfback 3. Kabunda. Bowers trying to do the option and can't get it off there as Navy gets to him on the play. 3rd and 14 now. In the pocket, throws one, and the pressure too strong. And Bowers cannot convert there. Boy, these defenses are absolutely fired up here. Not the 2 highest overall teams right now, but obviously well matched. And hey, that defensive line really getting to Bowers on the play as Navy will get this ball at the 37-yard line. Decent field position for them. That on the option play will bring up a 2nd and 4. Only wins for Navy have come from James Madison. They won at Air Force. They won at Charlotte. And they also beat East Carolina here this season. Lost to USF, lost to UAB, lost to Rice, lost to Notre Dame. First down there. Lost to Memphis, lost to Tulane, and Temple as we highlighted a moment ago here. On the move right now at the 48-yard line and hand it off inside to the fullback. Both of these teams using fullbacks in their system here. Hand off inside. It's going to be a first down as they hand it off to Alex Texa. Fullback 1. Couple of big gains for him. QB keeper going to take off, has some space, good blocks across the 30, and finally going to be taken down. That's Blake, Horvath, QB1. Nice gain. They'll run the fullback again in this power run system. Pretty spicy right now for Navy. They find themselves down to the 24-yard line. Excellent field position. They're finally getting some momentum here from the midshipmen. They're going to run the fullback again. Wow! Absolutely love a good power run game. And Texa with another first down for the midshipmen here. Looking to pass. Horvath looking under pressure, and they're going to get him on the outside there. He'll go down at the 25-yard line, and that was an absolute scrap right there. It's 94-95. That's going to be Jacob Tuioti, the defensive tackle 1, and Kyrie Holyfield, who they're going to highlight, number 95, the right end 2, getting back there. Horvath just had nowhere to go on that play here. 2nd and 19. That's it inside. This fullback getting some work in this system right now. It's a 3-yard gain there as we wind down here in the first. Don't think they'll get it off, and that'll be the end of one here in the Army-Navy rivalry game. Put your twos up in the chat. The RFL College Series 7. We appreciate you guys coming through. Horvath to the pressure and gets swallowed as the Army gets back there. One thing I've always loved about the jerseys of the Army is that they have Army on the back of them, man. Playing as one, no single individual, although we're going to highlight Eric Ford there doing what he had to do there, but I've always really liked that they actually have just Army there, man. Playing as one, such a big deal in football, especially for just for a team in general, man. Field goal going to be up, and Navy going to take our first points of the day as that field goal is good. Easy shot here on the 35-yard line. And that goes right through the uprights there. We get our first points of the day. Army playing out of West Point, New York here. 8-3 on the season. Week 1, they beat Marshall 29-24. In week 2, they took it out of Kansas State 20-35. Lost to Tulsa. They beat Temple 24-5. They beat North Texas 20-10. They beat FAU 26-14. They beat Tulsa 28-10. They beat Air Force 24-21. They beat UAB 16-6. They beat Rice 30-14, and they just lost in week 14 to East Carolina by 10, man. 31-41 on a roll. 7-game stretch for them. Crosses it to the outside and can't get anywhere. It's a good stop on the outside there. Number 39, Job Grant, the linebacker, getting back there for the stop, and a TFL on top of that there. Here's Bowers in the pocket, looking to throw, steps up. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. He's got another midshipman on his back. It's going to be Luke Peary, the left end, making mincemeat of Joe Bowers there. Luke Peary, man, just came right up from behind as Bowers trying to step up in the pocket. We're going to get a whited out screen here. Sorry about that, but great sack, and the Army got to kick this ball. Put this ball back to the Navy. And fielding across the 40, 45. And some great field position here for the midshipmen. Nice handoff there. It's in. It's going to be the fullback again. Getting that work. This fullback is going crazy. Alex Texa, man. Fullback. 36, watch this guy. Well, he's going to get out of there. It was almost getting right to the backfield, but 9 rushes, 52 yards. And how about the power here? I love this formation here. It's beautiful. He handed off the kid. And Horvath, man, he just handed this ball immediately off here to the fullback. Horvath's going to throw, and that's going to be a nice athletic grab as he reels that one in. Kayvon Jackson, wide receiver 2, with the good reception and the first down here for the midshipmen, as that'll be blown up. The fullback going down on the play, got absolutely mauled in the backfield there. Missed who that was. Like it was the middle linebacker, Caleb Portner, that stopped him there. And he can't seem to get the option off there. It'll be a 3rd and 12. Pull back in the backfield still. He's got 4 wideouts. Drops back under pressure, steps up into the pocket. We're going to take off. First down and slides down at the 4-yard line. That is an excellent read there by Blake Horvath. Hey, they got to run this fullback, man. He's been getting that work here. Texa gonna get the ball, fighting Fumbalooski! And it looks like Army is gonna have it here. The Bears are going crazy. Man, Alex Texa has been absolutely smoking. And boy, he has a fumble here. Tariq Barr gonna be responsible for the recovery, it looks like. And yeah, that ball comes right out of there. And the fullback, man, wanting that one back here. Army deep in their own territory here. Deep in the mud, I like to say. They'll run inside. DC carry to buy some space. That handoff went to the other fullback on the other side, Kanye Uda. Trying to run that option. Uh-oh, under pressure. What is he doing? Looked like he was glitched out or something, man. Bowers. Didn't get that off there. 3rd and 9. And the 3. And that'll be stopped. Stuffed. Defense too strong. The 4th and 11. They're going to kick this out of their own end zone. Great defense there by the midshipmen, and the Black Knights put this away. They're going to get this around the midfield mark. Let's see. Feels it. Yeah, he gets the 50-yard line. And more great field position here for Navy. Bringing him downhill this time. Nice handoff. Eli Heidenreich with the carry. 7-yard gain here. Horvath's going to send a man in motion. Toss it to the other side. He's got some speed. Good block. 30, 25, spin boom, and fighting his way down to the 22-yard line. That was Chapman. And Brandon Chapman, halfback one. Boy, he was exploding out of the backfield there. Got a good block from his wide receiver. Here's the fullback now. Katza, a 6-yard gain here. And a 16. Navy on the move. Cruising, I guess I should say here. No gain on the play. Bounce back inside. That fullback's getting some work. It's the first down for him. They're absolutely exploiting this defensive line right now on the ground. All ready for the 2-minute warning here. Chapman in motion. Overall's going to throw a lofter, and that is out of bounds. Looks like he was trying to target Cody Howard, the tight end there. Threw it away. Chapman in motion. Same type of play. Throws it. Touchdown, Navy! Into the end zone they go. That was a beautiful play there. Really love how they motion the halfback in the backfield there. You freeze the safety. And look at this here. Nathan Kent into the end zone, and that was quite a zip on the ball from Hovarth as he kind of broke off into a little bit to the right inside there. And the seam, man, he delivered a nice ball. Kick is up, and the kick is good. The Navy midshipmen, 7 plays, 50 yards. Wonder if Army's trying to hold out a little bit, man. Not trying to get too banged up next weekend. They got to play Charlotte next weekend in the AAC Conference Championship game. The Black Knights, or come like to call the Cadets, and the midshipmen each represent their service's oldest officer commissioning sources. As such, this game has come to embody the spirit of the inter-service rivalry of the United States Armed Forces. The game marks the end of the college football regular season and the third and final game of the season's Commanders and Chiefs Trophy Series, which also includes the Air Force Falcons of the United States. They're playing the ball there. Air Force Academy, USAFA, Navy and Army both beat Air Force this season in the College Series 7, though. And they'll brag about that, I'm sure. And while we're at it, man, we're going to go ahead and just highlight former and current players here. So Army currently, Coach Justin Jones of the Steamers is a member of the Army. Patrick Connery went to Ohio State, current Snowhawk. He's also in the Army here. We got Dior Gore, representing Bama. He's a former Army member. We got James Ramos, currently Penn State and Diablos. He played for or plays for us. Big time catch down the field, touchdown, Navy. And look who it is. It's Chapman, Brandon Chapman. I'm glad I looked up. I was reading through the roster here. And boy, oh boy, Navy says, forget all that. We're going to go ahead and score on that one here. Nice pass of Hovarth, and he just absolutely took advantage of him there. It looked like the safety. Yeah, that's going to be the free safety, Casey Larkin. Kind of cut himself short a bit there. Thought he might have tried to go for an INT. Instead, loses his momentum, and Chapman catches that one in stride to make it 17-0. One play, 61 yards, and the Navy midshipmen really aggressive right now here. So we mentioned James Ramos, E.J. Bailey of the Red Dragons. He went to Washington. J.J. Reed from Alabama now plays for the Monarchs. He's a former Army member. And we got Christian Bonnet, LSU. That's going to be our boy C. Beazle, I believe. He's a Snowhawk as well. He's a former member of the Army. As for the Navy, we've got a strong safety in Corbin Coase of Ohio State. He's a current player here. And we have Owen Shaw. He plays for the Tigers now, the Chicago Tigers. He went to Baylor. He's a former Navy midshipman, man. So salute to service to all of our RFL members. I feel like we have a lot more guys than that, but all good, man. The screen. Gonna get the first down and then some. Crosses over to the 43-yard line. Bowers in the pocket, rolling out here. And throw that ball away. This Navy midshipman defense, man, they've been absolutely amazing here. Not to say Army's hasn't been, but Navy has 17 and Army has a goose egg on the board here. Bowers has to quickly pass down and get a good block. Gets around the 50, and that's a great first down there, lowering the shoulder. Xavier Rebow there. 42 seconds remaining here in the first half of action. Gonna throw this ball down the field, one-on-one, and that's gonna be incomplete. The 50-50 ball. Well played by the defense there. Here's Bowers. Just dumps it underneath here. Track down and be a first down for the Army. Time winding down. They got one timeout to give here in 15 seconds. Bowers has to get this ball off, sends a man in motion. Looking to pass here, under pressure, and throws that ball away. They're not gonna go for the field goal. They're gonna still play it with 9 seconds remaining. Here's Bowers, gotta get something off quick. Does. Hit ball, and it's gonna be an incomplete pass. He cannot hold on to it. And they say forget the field goal. We want to try for a score here. 4 seconds remaining. They still have one timeout. Under pressure, and down they go. Now they'll call the key and hopefully attempt the field goal here. No, they're not going to attempt the field goal. They are going to try this thing here. 4th and 16. Under pressure again. They're getting back there too easy. And that is how the half is going to end. How about the performance from the Navy midshipmen right now, man? These Black Knights right now, man, they are not looking comfortable. It's looking pretty good for a moment in the first quarter, but boy, has Navy really come alive in this game. This set going to be powered by Garrison Meeks, and we're going to head into the halftime. See you guys in just a moment. Game is one of the most traditional and enduring rivalries in college football. It has been frequently attended by the President of the United States. You saw in the introductory trailer that we saw, you saw old footage of presidents visiting this game here, a big-time game here. This series has been uninterrupted since 1930. They've played all the way up until 2003. Obviously, we'll be playing this year as well. Navy currently leads this series in real life 62-55-7, man. So very tightly contested game. Very first ever game was in 1890. Wow, November 29th, 1890. Very first Army-Navy game in real life. Running it out, you're going to keep it here. Nice speed there from Hovarth. He takes off. First and 10. Another handoff. There's Chapman. First down. Seems like this running game is really opening even more here for Navy. First it was the fullback here in Texas. Now it's Chapman. They're feasting right now. 2nd and 9 from the 40-yard line. Here is Hobart. And hands it off inside. It'll be Texas. Texas, 3rd and inches now. He gets to the 31 there. They are cruising here. This defensive line cannot stop this ground game. And keep it here. Cuts it inside. It's a good tackle. Nice lunge there by Melvin Jordan IV. Middle linebacker 2 making his presence felt. He stops with that 3rd and inches here. Now they'll have to attempt a 49-yard field goal. It's up, and it is all to the good here. Now the score, 20-0 here. What a boom this was. It'll be Kirkwood. Nathan Kirkwood. 49-yard boot there. He puts on an extra 3 points. Army looking devastated right now. Game not over though. A lot of football left to play. 20 unanswered points here for the midshipmen. Yard gain on the play. Cross to the outside. He cut that wide. Gonna be stuffed. He's cutting that a little bit too wide there. Loses 1 on the play. 3rd and 8. Bowers gonna launch one as a man and rifles that one in for a 1st down. That's a nice catch there. Good pass as well, but an amazing catch there by D.T. Sheffield, wide receiver 1. They'll run the back inside, and he will get up to the 40-yard line. That's Xavier Bowe, starting halfback. Bauer sitting the man in motion. And running inside. 1st down. Gonna keep it, takes off, has a block, cuts it back inside, and will be to the 45-yard line. Excellent gain on the play there by Bowers. Now just 1 yard shy. And run it downhill. It's a good gain. 1st down, good block. He's off to the races. 1 man to beat, and he'll get down to the 16-yard line. There's a good touchdown saving tackle there by the midshipman and cornerback Chad Edmonds there. Makes a good tackle. How about that run, though? Big time gain on the play. They'll run into the fullback here. Army on the move. Trying to show that run game. Going nowhere on that one, though. Fullback getting dropped. Bowers throws one, has a man, and he cannot get the 1st down. Just kind of falls down a bit there on the possession catch. It was a good reel in. And they'll just go ahead and settle for the 3 points. The kick is up, and does he have it? He does. 1st points of the day coming here in the 3rd quarter as Army finally getting on the board here. Is this enough momentum, though, to get them going here? We will just have to see. Midshipman and later Admiral Joseph Mason Reeves wore what is widely regarded as the first football helmet in an 1893 Army-Navy game. He had been advised by a Navy doctor that another kick to his head will result in an intellectual disability or maybe even death. So he was commissioned in Annapolis to get a shoemaker. He commissioned an Annapolis shoemaker to make him a helmet out of leather. Very interesting there. Can't imagine wearing a leather football helmet. At least not today. That's a big time run there, boy. That fullback. Who is this guy here? Alex Texan. A fullback with 1,000 yards on the ground. Oh my. This is wow. This is the fullback, man. Amazing. Yeah, I couldn't imagine Omari wearing a leather football helmet, man. Not by today's standard, man. Imagine. Just imagine. Might as well just hit me with bricks. Yeah, I'm trying to find out, is this a generic or a real guy, man? I want to know. Uh-oh, breaks the tackle. Hobart throws. Oh, my goodness. How about the pass? Blake Horvath. That's going to be the fourth quarter, guys. It's been a great game so far, but the midshipmen out on top right now, 20-3. Take a look at the top 25 rankings. In both 1944 and 1945 contests, Army and Navy entered the game ranked number 1 and number 2 respectively. The 1945 game was labeled the game of the century before it was played. Army, who was 9-0 that year, defeated a 7-0 and won Navy team 32-13. Interesting, I never knew those two teams were ever ranked number 1 and number 2. Two. Settle for the field goal to bump it back up to a 20-point lead. 43-yard kick is up and it is good. Navy still ticking, man. Not allowing Army to get too close to him. Big point here, and that's gonna get right through the uprights there. Nathan Kerwood with another field goal. Great game so far. Last fun fact of the evening here on December 10th, 2016, Army defeated Navy for the first time since 2001 when they won 27-17 in that victory, snapping a 14-game losing streak against Navy. Can you imagine 14 games, 14 years, and that's a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain to lose 14 straight games, man. Your biggest rival, or rival, I guess I should say. Wow. Crazy statistic there, man. Big salute to Pecan again, man, for these facts and everything about this game. Definitely has made the game run by a lot more smoothly with these. I have to say that. And I'd have to agree with you there, Pecan, man. I mean, this is number 21 overall. They're getting ran right now. But I'm also starting to realize it's a fumble, and Navy has it. The big guy has it counted to 1. Wow, there was going to be a fumble recovery there by Landon Robinson, the defensive tackle. And this is what I was trying to say. I'm really learning about this console college game here, man, that, you know, I mean, first, momentum is real here. But what I'm starting to see is strength of schedule, man. I really do think that some teams have records that are really not, like they have good records, but they're really not that strong, man, you know? So it's kind of interesting. And then some teams, they might be doing bad, but they have pretty, you know, difficult schedules or whatever, or what have you. So very interesting to see how this game is going to develop. I would like to see wear and tear system maybe a little bit better here. Definitely would like to see a lot more rivalry, rivalry atmosphere and everything. But I mean, this is just as good as it has been, man. I mean, Navy right now, absolutely, again, dominating number 21 right now. But at the same time, you know, it is a rivalry game, right? And so both of the teams knowing each other very well. I mean, there's got to be like some kind of morale boost here, obviously, for Navy, man. You know, they're unranked. They would just love to beat number 21 Army, which it looks like they're going to do here, unless, you know, they can pull off 27 points in 12 minutes. But, I mean, I feel it, though. It seems realistic to me in the sense that Navy just came to play. Maybe if this is another team, it'd be an L for them if Army were playing them. But this is just coming off like a really good old-fashioned rivalry game here. And the midshipmen, man, they've won every corner, man, since the first quarter. Howard's taking his time here. He's going to get sacked. No, finally gets rid of it and throws to a man in stride there as he gets to the 35-yard line. That's a nice pass there. In the pocket. Going to throw. Throws. Big thanks to the RFL chat, man. See somebody mentioning the GOAT, the greatest fullback of all time. Well, I mean, I love Mike Allstott, man, but I also like that guy down there for Dallas, man, the Moose. Anybody remember Daryl Johnston? I don't know if you remember Daryl Johnston, man, but the Moose was also quite an unbelievable fullback. But Mike Allstott, you know, obviously, hats off to him as well. And the throw. And that'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Bowers under pressure. Delivers the ball outside. And that will be shut down. 3rd and 9. I thought this game was going to end up a really long contest, man. But they kind of stopped running the ball so much and started passing and big plays. And this game is really run down. It's going to be all the way to the 25-yard line. He's up a 4th down and 2. Going to this side. Ooh, boy, strong move. Pulling out that strong move here in the game. Rollback, getting that work. Bowers from the 5. And that will be stopped there. 3rd down and 4 here. Just under 6 minutes remaining in this game. Some man-to-man on the outside. Bowers looking under pressure and throws that ball to the turf. He can't get it off. 4 yards out, 4th down. They're going to go for it here. This game is all but one right now for Navy. Here's Bowers in zone. It's going to almost be a snatchy. That's going to be a turnover on downs, and the midshipmen now all downhill from here. 30-3. They march in here and get this game won in the rivalry game. How about this pullback here, despite the fumble that he had? Didn't matter. Alex Texel, pullback 1, man, has turned it up here and also got to tip your hat as well to Brandon Chapman, the halfback, who's also had some pretty big games, had a big touchdown down the field on the seam route there. Look at this fullback again, man. This is too easy here. All they got to do is run this clock all the way out. Under the 4-minute drill now. Hovarth under center and hand it off. Fullback still rumbling and bumbling downhill here. What a game this has been. Our first ever Navy versus Army game officially in the college series, and it did not disappoint here, man. The midshipmen made a heck of a game here. Both of these teams actually looked really good again in the first half. You know, 2nd quarter, it kind of got a little bit muddy there. Army started losing its resolve. And Navy just capitalized. Only 17 being 8-3 here. We're at the 2-minute warning. Keeps that. Doesn't know what he's doing. A bit glitchy here, I would have to say. The Navy midshipmen gonna finish the season at 5-7, and Army gonna drop their 4th loss. Doesn't matter. They again will be AAC championship game next week. They will be playing Charlotte. And we are in the final seconds here. The Navy midshipmen are going to get the win here in the Army versus Navy game, and what a game this was. Big salute to everyone in the chat. Thank you for coming through and holding us down. We will have some information about how the week is going to progress going forward here. We got us some conference championship games coming up. I think about 5 of those, and then we've got 38 or so bowl games that we got to get off. I believe we're going to do 15 per week or something like that, and then we'll have probably about 8 of those games that we have to call live or something like that, man. So regardless, it's your boy Mix, aka Rob Roby. Been a wonderful night with you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Hit me up in the Discord if you have any questions or concerns. We'll see you guys later. Good night.